Coming up on SUTV, we'll cover the new Bachelor of Fine Arts exhibit.
And catch you up on everything you need to know about Thunderbird Athletics. Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Christina Schweiss.
And I'm Kaden Butterfield. Frontier Homestead State Park is a great place to learn about the history of our small town. Here in Cedar City, here's Max Guerrero with more on the story.
Frontier Homestead State Park contains a different variety of exhibits and hands-on activities at the park for all ages to enjoy. You can see the different exhibits such as the horse-drawn wagon collection to the old historic buildings they have at the park. They also have a Minecraft exhibit called Parkcraft for all children to enjoy. They have a huge variety of exhibits to enjoy from and a gift shop with different items for all ages to enjoy. The employees are hard at work to make your sightseeing absolutely perfect for when you visit.
So I really love the Utah State Parks in general. I like to be out in the public, and it's kind of like being a party planner, helping other people have fun and recreate. But I really like Frontier Homestead because of the history aspect of the park. So we do a lot of field trips here, and we have a lot of events throughout the year where we do fun activities with groups and with kids. They're always educational and they're also recreational, and I just love to share it out with people. So we're a pioneer history museum. We have collections from all around Iron County to tell the story of the settling of this area, but also it tells the greater story of the settling of themselves. So of course we have the wagon collection, which was basically what started the museum. We have both restored wagons and aged wagons that are 100 to 150 years old. We have one that people can climb inside and get a picture. And we have farm equipment that was used before motorized vehicles. It's really cool that people have a connection to a lot of what they see here.
For more information, check out frontierhomestead.org to learn more about the park. From SUTV News, I'm Max Guerrero.
Debate about the Willow Project has begun after its recent approval. The Willow Project is an oil development project by ConocoPhillips located on the plain of the National Petroleum Reserve in Alaska. It was originally constructed to operate up to 5 drill pads for a total of 250 oil wells. On March 13th of this year, the Bureau of Land Management issued their final statement on the project, after which lawmakers from both diplomatic sides, as well as the Arctic Slope Regional Corporation, have shown their support for the Willow Project. The Biden administration has approved the project because ConocoPhillips holds the leases and has the legal right to drill for oil. Environmental and indigenous groups, as well as Climate Wire, have begun to file lawsuits against the project in hopes of preserving the environment.
On Tuesday, March 28th, SUU hosted its annual Festival of Excellence. While not only providing students with a break from classes, the festival offers students the opportunity to showcase projects they have worked on over the course of the year. The projects range from short films to student panels and senior capstones. The Southern Utah Museum of Art also hosted the Senior Bachelor of Fine Art opening reception for the class of 2023 from 6 to 8 p.m.
We would like to remind SUU students that registration season is happening right now. Juniors and seniors are currently eligible to register. Sophomores can register next week on Monday, April 3rd, and freshman registration opens on Wednesday, April 5th. All registration periods begin at 8 a.m. the morning of. Those unsure of their registration date can find more information at my.suu.edu.
I got to go to the Bachelor of Fine Arts show, and it was really cool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
My friend Addie had stuff on display. She made like a mocktail menu because she's a graphic designer. It was way cool.
That's really cool. I've seen
super,
some
super
of
cool.
like the menus they had to design on
Yeah.
the wall coming to the studio and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
And I think it's really impressive what they can do.
It's fun. Too.
Yeah.
It feels like you're actually at a restaurant.
I agree. It's cute.
Yeah, super.
Also for the Festival of Excellence, I saw the NASA talk for
Yeah.
Apex, and it was really interesting. and it talked about the space race and talked about the Apollo missions and how the guy thinks we're going to be landing and living on the moon soon.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was
Impressive.
interesting, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that sounds cool.
So coming up, more information on the BFA exhibit.
And information on Cedar City's local music scene.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Tuesday, the 28th, was the opening reception for the Senior BFA exhibition. We sent one of our reporters to the show to see the amazing art displayed.
Henry Matisse once said, "Creativity takes courage," and both creativity and courage were present at the SUU Student BFA exhibition. Seniors graduating in the fields of fine arts, graphic design, illustration, art history, and other disciplines showcased their final projects at the Southern Utah Museum of Art for friends, family, faculty, and peers to enjoy at the opening reception. Working with SUMA and displaying these final projects is a semester-long process and part of one of the last courses needed before graduation. Most students had an overall pleasant experience working with SUMA to display their exhibitions.
It was overall a great process. It took all year, so it was very time consuming, but SUMA worked with me very well. They provided me all the information that I needed.
Each senior's showcase was impressive, and a few of them spoke with me about the inspiration behind their work.
So this is basically visual development for my upcoming webcomic called Only Humanoid. And basically I've had this comic idea for almost a decade, so I decided to make it come to life.
So this is a project that I was working on with a friend. She has this mocktail company, and I did the branding for it.
So my project, I branded a snowboarding company, and the inspiration behind it was that I'm a boarder. I've been a boarder for a while, and I really wanted to make stuff that I liked that was inspired by my own personal design style.
The BFA exhibition is open until Friday, April 28th. Reporting from SUTV, I'm Allie Kellogg.
Cedar City's local music scene is expanding rapidly with the help of $2 Tuesday. $2 Tuesday is a weekly concert series that features musicians throughout southern Utah as well as from Salt Lake City and Las Vegas, Nevada. Students across Cedar City meet at the Johnson Art Center at 7 p.m. every Tuesday to enjoy an hour-long show, with entrance running at $2 per person. This event gives local musicians the opportunity to gain exposure and sharpen their performance skills. Thunder 91's program director, Sarah Hutchings, is a big fan of the event and what it offers to Cedar City's music scene.
This venue really supports local artists a ton because they have the opportunity to perform there. And then the SU community or Cedar City community, they're able to go and watch them perform. That's perfect. That's what we want. It's great, and it's a lot of fun.
SU's choirs held their commercial music concert, which featured local band, alternate currents, and soloists from the choirs. The concert consisted of several jazz covers of popular songs as well as a few original songs by the students. The band, Alternate Currents, which features soloists, backup singers, guitarists, and a number of brass instruments, played alongside the choir to pay tribute to several well-known artists. These artists included Adele, Stevie Wonder, the Beatles, and many more. Alternate Current is a band created around SUU's new music production major, which provides students the opportunity to learn about creating and producing their own music. The concert was also an opportunity for students to come together and appreciate the talents of their classmates and to be introduced to some good music.
As many of you may have noticed, we are still receiving snow. Here's Chevy with more information on Cedar City's recent Zanny weather.
According to weather.gov, in 2022, Cedar City amassed around 11 inches of precipitation. With an increase this year, I was able to catch up with some students and see how they were handling it.
It's been pretty bad, just nonstop snow, I feel like, and it's not supposed to stop for like the next 2 or 3 days, which just sounds miserable to me, but yeah, it's not good.
Since the beginning of the year, Cedar City has amassed 3.8 inches of precipitation, with more expected in the upcoming weeks. At its current pace, Cedar City is expected to amass more rain in 2023 than it did the year prior.
Yeah, this is probably some of the worst weather I've seen since my time here at SU. My freshman year was pretty bad. There was definitely a late spring, but with this weather right now and just how much days we had snow just back to back to back and just wet conditions, it's pretty bad because the last 2 years, my sophomore and junior year, it's been pretty well with spring and all that. So, yeah.
All we can do is bundle up and stay warm. For SUTV News, I'm Chevy Blackburn.
We're both pretty sick of the snow.
Yeah, it's just a damper on my mood, you know? I can't do the snow anymore.
Yeah.
Today, when it was starting to snow, I literally screamed at the sky. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's just cold and it's wet.
And I'm ready to be in the
wash
pool
your car
with the sun.
and then it gets snowed on.
I've been putting off a car wash since like December because I know it's gonna keep snowing and raining or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to get my car clean just to get it dirty again because of the stupid weather we have.
Yeah. We'll get out of it
it's
soon,
rough.
hopefully.
And now over to Hannah with updates on the 7-day forecast and whether we can expect more moisture this week.
Coming up on SUTV, I'll update on you on this week's warm and maybe not so warm weather this upcoming week. Stay tuned.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Welcome back to SUTV. I'm Hannah McKeever. Before we take a good look at our 7-day forecast, this is unfortunately what's coming up. Chevy was bringing up the fact that we got a lot of snow, but there's more to come, so just wait. This week we are looking to get about some snow. Just today, you guys saw that looked more like hail, but snow was there for sure. Friday, we're looking at about 49 degrees to 56, 57 for the next few days, so it's not super cold, but it's not technically warm either. with our lows in the 40s, 30s, and 20s. However, when we push to Monday and Tuesday, we will be getting some more snow, so make sure that you do not put those jackets away quite yet. 90% of snow and rain coming up on Monday, and then Tuesday with that 40% chance of rain. Snow with a high of 45 on Monday, low of 19, high of 33 on Tuesday, and a low of 16 on Tuesday as well. Wednesday it'll be warming up just a little bit more, but with our low still at 22. So make sure that you get those rain boots, maybe that big jacket, and anything else that you may need for this cold weather that's coming up. I think that's about it for this week's weather. Let's get you back to the desk.
Thanks for the weather update, Hannah.
We're sick of snow,
Yeah,
but it's getting
that's
better.
it. Yeah.
Here's a quick look at what's coming up next in sports.
Coming up on SUTV Sports, we've got all you need to know about your SUU Flippin' Birds in this year's softball season. Stay tuned.
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah?
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger, the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to SUTV Sports. I'm Jessie Anderson. On March 18th, SUU's gymnastics team hosted the Mountain Rim Gymnastics Conference Championship for the first time in history. Here's James with more.
On Saturday, March 18th, the SUU gymnastics team made history when they hosted the Mountain Rim Gymnastics Conference Championship for the first time in school history. The competition saw the Birds square off against Boise State, Utah State, and Brigham Young University. Cormac Bone, an SUU student and avid SUU gymnastics fan, reflected on the competition and the experience of seeing so many different schools represented in the America First Event Center.
It was pretty exciting because typically, well, I mean, maybe not typically, but for me, the only times I've seen other fans in there, it's just one other school, so having more schools there was pretty interesting.
The competition was fierce, with many gymnasts scoring as high as 9.9 out of 10. But luck went the T-Birds' way, winning the meet with a score of 197 out of 200.
It's really exciting to just see success in general, especially for our female athletes here at SUU. It's just, I love to see it, and it's it's the same story with our women's basketball team. It's just good to see, us get into bigger names as we grow bigger as a school.
With their first regional championship since 2010, the Thunderbirds look ahead toward the NCAA Regional Championships against UCLA on March 30th. And many students around campus are buzzing with excitement.
I know it'll be tough. It'll probably be, again, a similar story to our girls in March Madness. But, I mean, one way or another, it's big to have us just even go up against a school like UCLA.
James Wilson, SUTV News.
The Flippin' Birds are currently competing against UCLA in Los Angeles. Anyone interested in watching the meet can view it on ESPN Plus or watch with other SUU students in the Student Center living room. On Wednesday, SUU women's basketball coach Tracy Sanders signed a brand new 5-year contract to stay in Cedar City. Sanders is coming off of a 23-win season with the Western Athletic Conference Championship and an appearance in March Madness. The new contract ties Sanders to SUU through the 2027-2028 school year. On the men's basketball side of things, SUU is still hard at work to find a new head coach following the departure of Todd Simon to Bowling Green University. Assistant coach Flynn Clayman, who helped coach the team during their run at the College Basketball Invitational, is the current frontrunner for the job. After a tough 3-game stretch last weekend against Abilene Christian University, the T-Birds are back in Cedar City for a weekend series against Stephen F. Austin University. The series will kick off with a doubleheader on Friday at 1 and 3 p.m. at Catherine Berg Field. Attendance is free, and every student who attends will receive a free t-shirt. The team will wrap up play on Saturday at noon. SUU men's and women's track and field teams began their outdoor season 2 weeks ago at the Utah Tech Invite down in St. George. The highlight of the event came in the 4x100 meter relays with a 40.33 second time for the men led by Cameron Beans and a 44.50 second time for the women led by Ronnie Walker. After a week off, both teams are back in action this weekend in California against Stanford, the University of California, Irvine, and San Francisco University. For SUTV Sports, I'm Jessie Anderson.
The update, Jesse.
We'll have more SUU news after the break.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here. But an awkward silence can be a great thing. It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down. It doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
All G?
You all right, girl?
Oh,
you cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them. Go on, Kelly. Susie Awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Most students will eventually take their turn at the SUU Testing Center, and there are a few things that the staff there want you to remember. Make sure that you have some form of your T-card, whether that is your physical card or your digital ID. Also make sure that your cell phone is powered down and inside your backpack before you go in to take your test. Next, make sure that you are quiet while inside the testing center because other students are also taking exams. The testing center is open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and the last check-in time is at 7 p.m., so be sure to arrive early. If you have any questions, visit the SUU Testing Center's website.
Monday, March 20th, hundreds of faculty, staff, and students filled the Student Center Ballroom for the President Mindy Benson's listening sessions. The event started at noon and ran past 8 p.m. as attendees voiced their opinions following the announcement of this year's commencement speaker. The speaker, Jeffrey R. Holland, is a well-known member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. A speech he gave at Brigham Young University in 2021 is the center of the controversy. Following the listening sessions, many students participated in a walkout on March 23rd. The walkout began on the library quad, but was forced to move inside after it began to snow. A few students publicly offered their opinion about the commencement speaker. Earlier today, the SUU official Instagram account announced that the school will keep Elder Holland for the commencement speaker.
Recently, Southern Utah University's advanced black and white photography class had the opportunity to explore the Southern Utah Museum of Art's Brett Weston collection. Brett Weston, son of famous photographer Edward Weston, specialized in black and white photograph development. Many of his pieces take an abstract look at nature through the use of intense shadows and obscure perspectives. SUMA received the 50 photographs in the collection through donors, and they are currently a part of the museum's permanent collection. Those interested in seeing the pieces for themselves can talk to the front desk about accessing digital copies of the images.
Spring break for college students can look a lot of different ways. Caden spent a week in Europe with a group of SUU students and faculty as they explored the city of Lisbon, Portugal.
Led by Hayden Coombs and Jonathan Holloman, both professors of communication at SUU, highlights of the trip included exploring the vibrant city, visiting Sintra, a renowned UNESCO World Heritage Site, and sampling all kinds of delicious food, namely authentic European gelato. This trip was one of many offered by SUU's Office of Learning Abroad.
Future trip sponsored by the Office of Learning Abroad. Visit suu.edu/studyabroad.
The Ice Castles in Midway, Utah had their last night of the season on February 25th. More than 100 people attended to see the various ice structures, tunnels, and fountains that were built with 25,000 tons of ice. Attendee Mara Jensen commented on the magnificence of the ice castles.
I really liked the ice castles. I haven't been here in a long time, so it was nice to see them again. I think they're super magical. It makes me think of Narnia and all the fantasy stories that I've read over the years. And I was also just impressed with all of the work that it took to make these castles.
Tickets for the upcoming season will be on sale this December. You can find out more about the ice castles at icecastles.com.
The ice castles look so magnificent.
I know. I've never actually been, but Midway is cool. It's like,
really?
have you been to Midway?
Not at all. I haven't been up north at all.
I think it was settled by mostly Swedish
Oh,
like
cool.
pioneers and stuff,
Yeah.
so it has kind of a Swedish flair. Like there are lots of old, stylish, colorful buildings. So
Oh
it's
my
really
gosh.
pretty.
Yeah, that'd be
and
really
then they
cool
do a
to
ton
see.
of festive stuff like that in the wintertime. So I've never been to the ice castles, but I want to go.
I know a
think they
lot
look
of like
cool.
influencers or celebrities
Yeah,
go during
yeah.
the winter time. And so I'm like, maybe I'll
Festive.
spot someone, you know? It'd be so fun. I don't know.
Someone you know.
Yeah, Adam Lambert went this past February, and I want to be there. I
Yeah,
should have been there.
You should have been there.
Yeah.
And there will come a time.
There will come a time. Well, thanks for tuning in. That's all we have for you. I'm Christina Schweiss.
And I'm Kaden Butterfield. Tune in next week for more SUTV news.
Good night.
And good luck.
Your password isn't secure. There's nothing that a hacker loves more. But there's an easy thing you can do to prove the logger in is you. Authenticate, strong authenticate. Make your logins extra safe. Protect your identity from tragic fate. Authenticate, strong authenticate. Use your fingerprint, your face, or a code. At home or work or on the road. 2 steps are safer than 1 or 3 or 4. And keeping data safe is so much fun. Authenticate, strong authenticate. Make your logins extra safe. Protect your identity from tragic fate. Authenticate, strong authenticate.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think.
Billy?
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.